Hi guys, today's video is on the 4 basic strokes, which is also subtitled sort of the reason that we learn rudiments in the first place. I obviously have 2 books on rudiments, links below, but why do we learn them? Unless you're in a drum corps or a marching band or in the military, there's no reason that you would know all these rudiments, right? Wrong. Well, you learn them in order to practice the basic strokes, because every rudiment is some combination of basic strokes that just happens to have a name. And realistically, we need the basic strokes because music doesn't all happen at one uniform volume. Anytime we change volumes, we have to change the size of our strokes, and then the different basic strokes come in. If everything was the same volume, we'd have one basic stroke, but we don't. Okay, so the 4 basic strokes are full strokes, down strokes, tap strokes, and up strokes. You could also call these legato strokes, control strokes, tap strokes, it's the only name I know for that one, and pull-out strokes. It's all the same thing, okay? You need different words, same strokes. So a full stroke goes like this. You start high and you end high. Down stroke goes like this. You start high, you end low. It's not a dead stroke, it just starts higher, ends lower. Then a tap stroke starts low and it ends low. It's just a little tap, okay? And then an up stroke starts low, but it ends higher. Now, what is the point of these? There's only 2 different sounds. Why are there 4 strokes? Well, the reason for that is because we are not really doing the stroke for the note that we're playing now. The reason we're doing the stroke is to prepare for the next note. You have to think ahead a little bit. If you're playing quietly and then you need to play loudly on the next stroke, well, that's when you would play an upstroke. If you're playing loudly and you need to play quieter for the next stroke, that's when you would play a downstroke. Now, if you've already been playing quietly and you continue to play quietly, that's when we're going to play taps. And if we're already playing loudly and we're going to continue to play loudly, that's when we play full strokes. Now, some people will say taps and full strokes are the same type of stroke because they both start and end at the same height. But of course, whether you're playing loudly or softly does make a difference in music. So they generally, by a lot of people, get split into 2 stroke types. Of course, now, in any given combination of things, you may not play all 4 strokes. Anytime that you're only playing one volume, you're only playing one type of stroke. When you change volumes, you're probably playing 2 types of strokes. But rarely, in some cases though, you will have to play all 4 in a very close succession. So, back to rudiments. Why we play the rudiments is they're all weird combinations of strokes. If we play flams, for example, you have to play a downstroke with this hand and an upstroke with this hand to get here. And then you play your next flam. Well, now I'm going to play a downstroke with this hand and an upstroke with this hand. And that's every time I play flams. I have to do those opposite combinations of strokes. If I'm playing paradiddles with the accent, in order to make that accent happen and not have it all be taps, I have to play some upstrokes to get my stick up there. And then I have to play some downstrokes to make sure that after the accent, I'm not up in the air where I don't need to be. The different heights, different types of strokes. Let's say I'm playing a 5-stroke roll. If I put an accent at the end, I have to play some taps, but I also have to play an upstroke, and then I have to play a downstroke in order to make all of that happen, right? So it doesn't matter what the rudiment is, there's some combination of strokes. It doesn't really matter what the combination of strokes is, as long as it's helping you to prepare to play whatever your brain comes up with later. When you're trying to play a groove, or you're trying to play a fill, or you're trying to do whatever it is you do on percussive instruments, you're going to play some combination of strokes. If you know a whole bunch of rudiments, then you've already worked on and gotten really good at different combinations of strokes. Now, if we just created rudiments 100% because they were combinations of strokes, we probably wouldn't come up with the exact set of rudiments that we have. There's a whole historical thing. Again, check out my books, link below. But the rudiments already exist and we can use them for this purpose, so we do. But that's really why you play them. And if you aren't aware of the basic strokes, you're not getting everything you can out of rudimental practice. And if you are aware of the basic strokes but you're not practicing rudiments, you're not really getting everything out of it that you can either. They work together. There's really no way to separate them. And if you don't know about it and you're not doing it on purpose, then you're missing at least half or all of the point. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.